Here we are, boys. It's week 17 of Hut News. I'm No Sleeves 12. Today we're going to go over all the main stuff, another giveaway, discuss the new Evos that were released, they're a thing, and then try to avoid being pause glitched mid-episode. Yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, the pause glitch is still a thing, and it pretty much ruined Hut Champs this weekend. It is still a disaster. Good news is that they're banning pretty much everyone that has done it. It's very easy to track, and it's just a massive waste of time if you're trying to do some to get wins in comp season or Hut Champs. You're just wasting your time. Even if it's very fast to get like 7 or 8 wins, you're gonna get banned, boys. Like, they are legit just combing through the top 5 to 1,000, and yeah, there's just no point to it. Like, it's such a waste of time, even to just do it to try and get some cards and you're just wasting your time, and it's mind-boggling that it's so rampant. Like, I don't understand why you play Hut. Like, do you not enjoy playing the game? Like, anyways. So yeah, they released Evo sets. Let's get into that. Basically, a new Evo collectible, Evo 2. And right now they're going for about 30K on PlayStation at least. And we're looking at about 450K to get the set, which then allows you to do a choice pack, kind of like the last Evo. Here's the problem. You could get 3 really bad ones because there's only a few that are worth 450K, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Let's talk about the monthly rewards. 94 overall Stan MIKITA works the same as December and November. We also have the single monthly collectible trade-in, so you can trade in 3 older months to get a new January collectible, which is dope. I'm glad they brought that back. It was a really good addition last month and much appreciated. So let's get into those new Evos. I'm going to start on the lower end, the 85 Morgan Rielly. This is a must-buy, to be honest. If there's no real card that you're striving for, you're in that 500K range, your team's already good, this is a perfect card to buy because Morgan Rielly is 100% going to get a 99 at the end of the year for Team of the Year. It's going for about 300K. If you see one for under 300K, and it's very well possible because they can make these choice packs, so there are going to be lots of Evos on the market. And this is definitely one that is worth it. You just got to hold on. He's got endgame speed, so you can throw him on your third line too. But he is definitely one that will be a 99, barring some crazy injury. Next up, let's discuss the 89 Steven Stamkos. Another one that's pretty much guaranteed a 99. Now, he's already an 89, and he's a right-handed shot with an absolute missile. So he is definitely worth grabbing. He's going to be about 500K. Anything less than 500, he's definitely worth it because he's probably going to get a 91 very shortly, and then he's even better, obviously. He's got the speed synergy, so that helps out the fact that he isn't a 99 speed just yet, and yeah, like I said, he's definitely worth it. Next, we've got the 88, Matthew Tkachuk. He's probably going to get a 99. He's basically a point-per-game player right now, but he isn't someone you could really use. I mean, I guess on the back end, his shot's mediocre, his speed's a 91, so you're just holding on to him, which is tough to invest in. So I would probably sell if I could. Next, let's look into the 90 Erik Karlsson Evo. Synergies are kind of poo, but he's very, very quick. His shot is again kind of trash for a 90 overall, but that being said, he's probably going to get a 99 as well. He has now kind of found his stride. If you find one for under 500K, I'd pull the trigger, and you got yourself a third-line defenseman for a top-end team, or, it might be higher than that, and he's someone who's going to get an upgrade probably each month until the 99 at the end of the year. And we've got the 90 overall Mark Scheifele. He's a great card to grab. Again, another right-handed shot going for about 550K. Definitely worth it. Definitely going to get a 99 overall and has BU. This is a card you can use right now, so it's one of the better ones to grab. So all the other ones outside of maybe Braden Point, I would honestly, if you packed or got, I would just sell. The Semyon Varlamov, the Max Domi, the Huberdeau, the Werenski, the Kane. There's already a better Kane, and by the time that you become sign up to beat him, it's not going to be worth a point. I would probably keep. He'd be the only one, but outside of that, I would sell the rest that you do get and then invest in Riley and the others. So let's talk about the new HUT challenges. If you do the 90 overall one, you'll get an Evo collectible, which is dope, saves you 30K. And then if you do the 80 overall one, you'll actually get an Evo Jason Spezza. So, yikes. I mean, here's the one thing I'll say about the content this year. It's been fantastic, but there's just been some odd choices for these, like, random ones. Like, Spezza already had a Gatorade card. Like, if you want to give it to some obscure player, I get it, but, like, why not, like, Mikko Koivu or someone? Like, why would you give it to Spezza, who already got kind of a weird card? It's just... Anyway, so the packs that you can get are the the big Evolution 2 pack for 200 points, 2,000 points. It's going to guarantee you, over an 80 player, as well as some chance at 2 collectibles. The other ones, it gets less and less chance at collectibles. I would honestly just go with gold packs, like gold plus packs, guys. Like, whenever I buy these packs, I really don't get much in the way of something of value. Gold plus packs, in the long term, when you open up a ton of them because they're cheaper, it just seems to be better value. All right, moving on to this week's alumni. It's Rangers again, and they're all pretty useless. Rod Sealing, again, these are cards. Sell them if you pack them. Ron Duguay is an 84. None of these are useless except for maybe the last one. Vic Hadfield, the 86 overall left winger. He's got speed, so I mean, decent. No, never mind. Andy Bathgate, the 88 overall speed is not nearly good enough to be used. And then the 90 overall Gene Rattel. Guys, like, these are a cool idea, but they're only purpose is to be sold. I swear to God. Like, you can sell this right now. It looks like he's up for 400K. If someone's going to give you a 400K for a card that you can't really use, that isn't really worth a 90, please do it. Let's talk primetime and milestones that got released, because there was quite a few, because they held off from the Christmas holidays. So what I want to mention, guys, is if I don't talk about anyone that you see, it means that if you pack them, sell them, because they're not going to give you the value that you should use. Even if you have a free-to-play team, something like that, they have more value to you if you pack them then sell them. They aren't cards that you should go after and invest in. My opinion, honestly, is to just save your coins for a better card. So the 93 Sidney Crosby, the milestone one, it's not nearly as worth it. He's going for like 650K when there's a Crosby that has 2 to be you. Like, there's no point in spending 650K on this Crosby when you could save up and get a the far superior one. So again, guys, that's why I don't really go over all of them. For the lower guys, you want to prioritize speed and shot. Like, that's it. So it's not really something that I would recommend to go and buy lower cards. I'm big on just grinding until you get a card that's going to be on your team for a long time. I'm not someone who likes to upgrade as you go. I like to do the long one. So the one player I would keep is the 90 overall Carey Price. Carey Price is gigantic, and if you haven't listened to my podcast, I actually talked to the developer about the goalie myth. I would check that out, episode 3 on my YouTube channel. I go over what the developer actually says about goaltenders and if the bigger goalie is actually better than the one that's higher skill. But Carey Price is a very, very good medium, and one that if I packed, I would probably keep, even though he's going for like 300K. And honestly, if you're going to... No, I wouldn't spend 300K on a goalie. But if you packed him, I would keep him. This isn't one that I would sell. Other than that, we've got some Sharks. The 89 Joe Pavelski. He's got great skating. His shot's not bad. He's got a better wrister than a slap shot, so he's definitely a forward. He's right-handed, though, and like I've preached for a long time, the right-handed shots are just rare. With the speed synergy, he does get even higher. So he's not someone I put on the back end. I would use him on my bottom lines again as you're upgrading. He isn't a bad player to keep if you do get him, because he could be useful. Other than that, we got Brent Burns, who got a 92, upgraded his Evo. He's finally getting to a place where his speed is decent enough, and his shot is, obviously very good amongst defensemen, but I'd rather have forwards on D, guys. It's just the shot doesn't make any sense to sacrifice shot just to have a defenseman play defense. I love Brent Burns, but a 93 skating and, under a 90 shot on some of the statistics doesn't make any sense. I'd rather have Bernie Jeffrey on, who's 99 everything. He's just smaller. It's just stats, man. You want to be able to have the one D-to-D one-timer, and the better shot is obviously someone who you want to go after. On to this week's Team of the Week. It's for the December week. That was the first week, so that's why they're lower. 89 Kucherov, the 87 Phil Kessel's and bad. These are all cards I would sell if I packed them. Even the 93 Crosby with the 1 to be you. If you get these, please sell them, because they lose their value faster than any other card. Once you get an inform, they can only increase, and there's going to be other cards, like, for example, Crosby got the 93 with BU, 2 to BU. It basically eliminated and cut the value in half of any of the other Crosbys that had 1 to BU. We got Carlson and Burns, Werenski, and Letang on defense. Letang's got a decent speed. Just the perfect example of why I don't want him on defense. I'd rather have a forward. His shot's just super mediocre still. And then in net, we've got Robin Lehner. If you're under the impression that big goalies are what you want to use, he's gigantic. Like, just an absolute unit at 245 pounds. So good for him for playing great, by the way. Same with Mackenzie Blackwood. Honestly, he's gigantic as well. So either of these goalies, if a size thing is what you want, they're great. Let's talk this month's legend card. So this is the one that you get if you get all the collectibles throughout the month. 94 Stan Mikita. This is a fantastic card. He is the perfect left winger for your team. There are not very many good left wingers, and he is a banger. Got amazing speed, a great shot, decent synergies. He is smaller, but like, this is a great top 2 line, honestly. There just is not a lot of good right-handed shots in the game still, and at 94 with that speed and shot, it's a perfect card that you want to get. I know everyone's complaining that's another center, but guys, they did that on purpose because they offer the most versatility, and it's not going to change, I don't believe, so stop crying. Like, if it was a goalie, you guys would all lose your goddamn minds. Comp seasons and hut champs, like, Comp seasons is pretty broke. They extended the results because they're combing through it to get rid of all the pause glitchers on PlayStation, which then delayed Xbox because they're trying to make it fair. The hut champs for this month is the 94 and Victor Hedman, which is a dope card, but what's the point in playing? Because honestly, you're not going to be able to consistently get games on PlayStation, which is super frustrating. And yeah, big rip. There will be an update soon that will fix it, so that's dope. And again, why are you wasting your time? If you are pause glitching, you're just not going to get rewarded for it, and you're wasting your time. Next week is Tarasenko, though. However, that does lead me into this. They did add some new offline hut challenges that offer some decent rewards. So the Evo ones are obviously, but they brought back the original 6 ones. They give you an extra January monthly collectible. That's pretty sick, and this is a perfect time to do as many offline challenges as you can, because obviously with the pause glitching still in the game, it's you're just risking, you know, extreme frustration. So I would do, that's what I did on stream today. I just did my offline challenges. That's what I would recommend to do for the next little while. Catch up on those. So that takes care of week 17 for Hut News, guys. It is a little of a Debbie Downer just because of all the glitching and whatnot. Xbox seems to be okay. There was a scare tonight on Twitter that it looked like somebody was getting pause glitch, but I don't think it's happening on Xbox still, so that's good. So if you have an Xbox, GG. I started playing my free-to-play stuff on Twitch on Xbox this week, so that was all right. The $20 PSN giveaway or Xbox giveaway was won by Dodds44. So again, I'm going to reach out to him and get him his gift card. Same thing applies next week, guys. All you've got to do, comment your console and gamer tag down below in the comment section, and hit me with a subscribe. As long as you're subscribed, and I pull it on stream every Friday morning around 11:30 a.m. Eastern time if you want to catch it live. And yeah, guys, I will see you next week.